this tension, a feeling I never was expecting.
Hey friends, how are you doing today? I hope you had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. I had a pretty good Labor Day weekend. I did work Friday and Saturday, but I was off Sunday and Monday and was able to spend quality time with my fiance. So very happy with that situation. I was able to do that. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I'm Nikki Parker, and today's Tuesday, and every Tuesday we drop a new video. If you are interested in tattoos, piercings, and locks, and if you're a stylist wanting to put more money into your pockets, I recommend hitting that subscribe button below and that notification bell so that you are notified when I upload new content, because you don't want to miss out. Okay, so let's get into this video, okay? Let's get into this video. This video is a Q&A on why I cut off my sister locks. If you watched my previous video, when I went to New York City to NappStar Salon to start my new lock journey, I had cut my sister locks off. I was rocking an afro, and I went to NappStar to start this new lock journey with traditional locks. And they added also the human hair extensions that I purchased from their store. So if you're all caught up, cool. If you have not seen that video, I'll have a link at the end of this video where you can just click on that and watch that video about my journey to what I look like now. So the first question was, why did you cut your sister locks off? Okay, so I actually cut off my second set of sister locks. That was set number 2. Yes, it was number 2 on my set. The first time I had sister locks was back in 2006. I started the journey, and I loved them. I started them in Atlanta, Georgia, and I actually had to cut them off after 7 years because I had Graves' disease, which is a hyperthyroidism. So when you have hyperthyroid, you start losing your hair along with other side effects of that illness. So I did have to part ways with my sister locks that first set. Once I did everything I needed to do to get better. Your hair does grow back. Hair is hair. Hair grows back. And so I started my second set in 2016 in Plano, Texas. And that was my second set that I just recently cut off. But yeah, the reason why I felt like I wasn't able to, I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time to maintain my sister locks. I'm usually the last client. I work long days. I'm super busy with the salon, and I just didn't really have time. And I would go to other sister lock consultants, like not in my local area. I went to Texas to actually, a good friend who is also a sister lock consultant, and she would do my retightenings. But even that's like an all-day kind of thing. When I went to Texas, because it's like a 3-hour drive, and then 3-hour drive back. So, and then on top of her doing my hair, it would take her about 3 hours, sometimes a little longer, to do my retightenings. So that is a full day. And so yeah, I was like, man, I need something that is gonna be a little bit easier to maintain. I've been kind of wanting to have a little bigger locks anyway. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna start a new lock journey where it's a little bit easier. Everybody do retwist. I got stylists all the time in my salon that do retwist. So it becomes a little bit easier. And then anybody knows, especially here in Oklahoma, trying to find somebody that does sister locks is like super hard. And it could be like that in any other state too, I assume. Sometimes just find the good ones. Everybody says they do sister locks, but do they really? Do they really? And just trying to get a hold of somebody that is really good at what they do, is going to do what they say. They're going to show up at your appointment, you know, they're professional. There's so many factors. So yeah, it's a lot easier with the traditional locks for me. So yes, I decided to cut the Sisterlocks off and start a new journey with the traditional locks because of my schedule. My schedule. Question number 2: are you interlocks or are you traditional locks? So the question is, do I have interlocks or do I have traditional locks? And I have traditional locks. Interlocks is where you use your fingers in a tool, but I will be getting my hair retwisted and palm rolled, clipped, and under the dryer. So the traditional way of locks is the way I'm rolling, and I just find that just a little bit easier to what I'm doing right now. Now later on down the road, I might change it up and be like, hey, let's change it to doing interlocks and go that route. But right now I'm going to do twist and palm roll with my locks, and I kind of want to keep them, you know, full. I don't want them to get skinnier, because when you do the interlocking method, your locks will get skinnier. That's just how it is. But with the actual twist and palm roll, they should stay pretty full, and that's the look I'm going for. So I am rolling with traditional locks. Question number 3: how do you maintain your locks? And with that, it's just like how I maintained my locks when I had the Sisterlocks. I wear a bonnet when I sleep, and I'm going to show you the bonnet that I wear now because my hair is longer, so I want to make sure all my hair is covered up, and it's just easier for me to have the long bonnet. And I get it on Amazon, and it's super dope because it stays on and it covers all, like long locks. And because I don't want the locks touching my back, I want them in the satin bonnet and protect it. And you want to prevent lint getting in your locks. It maintains the style, the twist better when you have it in the bonnet. You know, I know people want to sleep willy-nilly and don't want a bonnet. They have their excuse in the book of why they don't want to wear a bonnet. It makes them hot, it don't stay on, you know, etc, etc. But it's important to wear your bonnet to sleep, not out and about. Bonnet gang, people that do know me know that I am not pro bonnet to Chick-fil-A and bonnets to the stores and bonnets out and about in the streets. I feel like that should be inside your home, but that's just my opinion. I wear my bonnet just in the house, but you know, to each their own. So yes, protect your hair is what I wear for the bonnet. And once I take my bonnet off, I spray with my Yummi locks. I also been trying another product, which is NappStar's Rose Water, so I spray that too. And then I also use a light conditioning oil, my Yummi locks, on my hair, my scalp, and I've been using the NappStar's Frankincense just for a fragrance too. So that's how I've been maintaining my hair. I don't want to use a whole lot of product because a whole lot of product can weigh your hair down, and you don't want your locks way down, honey. So kind of like limit the product, but I do want to keep my locks moisturized. I want to keep my scalp moisturized, so that's what I use, the NappStar Rose Water along with the Yummi locks moisturizer and a light conditioning oil, and that's it. And then the frankincense just for my hair. I don't put it on my scalp, but just the hair for the scent is what I use. Like I said, we'll be retwisting. When we retwist, before we retwist, I'll just make sure the connection points of where we have the lock extensions, make sure with a crochet hook, I will make sure they're connected well. I'll go over each lock. I have 67 of them, so it won't take me that long compared to 300 plus that I have with Sisterlocks. So I'll go through the connection points with the crochet hook, making sure they're secured. If there any case where I need to reattach. So far I haven't had any fallout. Yay. We don't want that, but I haven't had any issues with any coming out. So, but if they were to or was to come out, I would just reattach it. And I also have extras because I had like 100 locks, and like I said, we put in 67. So I have another bag of locks that are just there, you know, just in case. So we're good. And like I said, in the previous video, I colored the locks myself, so they all look like this. And if I need to replace, I'll replace. But yeah, it's just a retwist. Making sure the connection points are good to go. Making any repairs if I need to. Wearing a bonnet is how I maintain. Okay, question number 4 that I get is, why are you using human hair extensions? Why are you adding hair? Why don't you just use your own hair to start your locks? And that answer to that is, I didn't want to start with shorties, you know, and I wanted more of an option with styling my hair. And my fiance, he doesn't like short hair. He already dealt with me with the sister locks, with that journey, and I told him I wouldn't do them like that anymore, because you know, when you start sister locks, you know, you like a little plucked chicken, and he had to hang out with me with my little plucked chicken look, because it's just how I looked until it starts swelling up and doing what they do. But I told him that I'll just go ahead and he only really knows the difference from me coming from the faux locks to the lock extensions that I'm wearing now. Not a huge, you know, I still have length if I had the extensions. So he's a happy camper, but I added the hair because, yeah, I wanted the length, I wanted the options for styling, and yeah, I just didn't want to start with short locks. So with that being said, for me, lock extensions last about 2 to 5 years. Now there are people that keep lock extensions in forever. They do. They just don't take them out. For me, as my hair grows and it gets to a length that I want, I'll gradually cut the extensions out, so it's just me, and that's how I'm rolling with it. So I'm not going to keep the extensions forever, probably for a few years, and then cut them out. So it's just, you know, my locks, and that's something that, you know, is an option that people do. And then, like I said, the option where people just keep them in, you know. So everybody has a preference, and for me, I decided to start like this. There used to be a time, you know, in the past that I probably wouldn't have did this. Human hair extensions, I would probably just, you know, did with my own natural hair and not added anything in it. But because of my, you know, my fiance, things change. So yeah, I did add the extensions, and you know, this is how I'm rolling. And I'm very happy with it. You gotta make sure it's human hair for what I'm doing, for it to be permanent. You cannot use synthetic hair. You're going to have to take that out. It's not going to stay if you use synthetic hair when you're doing something like this. But yeah, human hair, it'll stay. So always make sure that you are using human hair and not synthetic when you're dealing with lock extensions, and if you want something permanent. A cool thing about lock extensions, and that's question number 5. Did you color your lock extensions, or did NappStar color your lock extensions? And I did the color myself. If you've seen my previous video, I colored the lock extensions at my salon, and I did a custom color. I used the Joico Intensity colors. They're semi-permanent, and they're just fun colors that I really love using on my clients and actually on myself. So yeah, I did a custom color with like magenta and orchid and a light purple, and then also blues, and we came out with what I got going on now, and it came out really well. Everybody was like, oh man, it's a dope color. You know, it's not something you can purchase. You have to color yourself, and when you know you have human hair is when it actually colors. So if you can't color the human hair, it's not human hair. Okay, you want to make sure that it's human hair and to color. So I had got the pale blonde extensions, and so I was able to go from there with putting the colors that I want. So I did that color myself. I did this. Yes, I did this. It's pretty dope. Yeah, I like it. I get compliments everywhere I go with my hair, the color and everything like that. So I feel like the color came out pretty nice. Question 6. Are there any special products I have to use with my lock extensions? And the answer is no. There are no special products I have to use when you have human lock extensions added to your locks. All I do is use a good shampoo and conditioner that's geared towards colored hair. So, you know, if you have color in your hair, you want to use a color shampoo and conditioner, because that helps keep the life of your color going. So if you're using something that is not for color treated hair, I would highly recommend purchasing something for color treated hair. And at my salon, we do have products that I do recommend that's professional for color treated hair, and I actually use that on my locks. So yes, and that product is the MilkShake. It's called MilkShake shampoo moisturizer, along with the shampoo conditioner, and it smells good. It smells like a milkshake. So I do use that on my hair, a good shampoo conditioner, along with my Yummi Locs moisturizer and a light conditioning oil. The Yummi Locs conditioning oil, I use that. And then just for kind of like a refresher, I'll use the NappStar Rose Water. It's a nice little refresher. And the Frankincense NappStar Fragrance Oil, I will use that on my locks just to give a little fragrance too. And that's all I'm using right now. That's it. I mean, no special products. It's hair, you know, so you just don't want to weigh your locks down with a whole bunch of products. So yeah, I would kind of limit, you know, the product, but nothing special needed, you know, when you're dealing with your lock extension. So if you don't even have color on your hair, you can use, you know, just a good shampoo on your locks, a good conditioner, and keep it moving. So yeah, nothing special. Okay, question number 7. Are your locks heavy? The answer to that one is no, they are not heavy. They're not heavy at all. They're actually pretty light. I really was surprised. They're very, very light. Anytime you might feel a little heaviness is when they're wet, and that's with just any locks. If your hair is down your back, you're going to feel a little bit of a weight because of the water in your locks. So, but when they're dry, it is very lightweight. There's nothing at all pulling down on my hair or my scalp. I'm not worrying about, you know, thinning out, you know, those issues that people worry about when they get locks. No issues with thinning. I'm able to style my hair with no problems, and it's not heavy at all. I do like rocking my little, I don't know what you call these, little ponies up here, just because I don't like things in my face. So I will do something like this a lot of times. That's usually how you guys will see me, just because I don't like stuff in my face, especially when I'm working. You know, I gotta keep it out of my face. And yeah, this is usually how I roll. And it's not heavy at all, not at all. So actually, these are actually good lock extensions. I have to give it up to NappStar when it comes to that. So, because I've used other lock extensions on other clients that, you know, requested lock extensions, and these ones are pretty dope. I will definitely, you know, right now I'm not taking new clients, but if I do and I have a client that wants lock extensions, I would definitely from NappStar when it comes to lock extensions. And I'll put their link inside the description box if you're interested in checking them out for sure. Question 8. The next question was, would I ever get sister locks again? And I didn't know how to answer that because I never want to say never, because you can always change your lock journey. I've had clients that had their locks for 20, 30 years and just cut them off, and they didn't even restart any locks. They just, rocking their natural hair, and that's, your preference. You never know what your journey's going to take you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say, no, I'm not going to get sister locks, or yes, I'm going to get sister locks. I just don't know what journey I would have after this one. I might rock these for years and years. I don't know. Right now, this is what I'm rocking, but I'm not going to say no to that question because you never know. I might go back to sister locks. It'll be installment number 3. And I know several awesome consultants that I can go to start that up. And no, I would never start sister locks on myself. I've seen people that do that to the, I give you high five to the screen, because that's skill right there, to be able to start sister locks on yourself, and even to start micro locks on yourself. And if they're nice and neat and everything's, the grid is like put down, that's amazing to me when people do that. I would not start that on myself because my arms don't work like that. I'm almost 45 and I just cannot do that. Back of my head, honey, and mirrors, and I will pay the money, as you guys know already. I will pay the money to have somebody else start my journey if I start sister locks again. So for sure, yeah. I ain't doing it, not on myself. So I guess I'll just say maybe. You just never know, if I'll start sister locks again, or if I'll keep the traditional locks, or just start something different. But I do like locks because it's just easier in my lifestyle. It's just so much easy. It's a lifestyle thing. It's not a hairstyle. Any locks that you get, if it's sister locks, brother locks, interlocks, traditional locks, it's a lifestyle. I never ever want to say like, oh, it's just a hairstyle. It's something that it goes with my schedule, and it's just easy to get up and go, and not having to deal with detangling and all, them hair videos, you've seen them, and just dealing with natural hair. I don't have 6 hours in a day to deal with my hair like that. I'm a busy woman, and I just like to get up and go. I mean, I'll swing my hair into little buns, honey, and keep it moving, and that's how I roll. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be a lock rocker for life, though. I can say that. Lock rocker for life. Yes. Thank you so much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the questions. If you have any questions that I didn't answer or you're curious about, go ahead and drop that in the comment section, and I'll be happy to respond. But I am enjoying my new lock journey, and I have an appointment for a retwist at the end of this month, and we'll probably record that and show that in a future video with the products we use and how we do it. So yeah, definitely trying to show you guys, inspire you, educate you on the lock world. Yes. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. You're hitting that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for us, and you'll be notified when I upload new content, which is every Tuesday. We drop a new video for you, And again, thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Bye.
Found myself inside all this tension.